Let's talk about how to save someone's skin to supersize and grow your business. Of course, I have a little bunny here. I have honestly come from a big family of hunters. I have hunted, but I've never hunted bunnies. But if I did hunt bunnies, I would make sure that we used their beautiful soft pelt, that's their skin, as well as the rest of the bunny. Mostly waterfowl and deer, and my daughter actually used pheasant feathers in her wedding decorations, in her centerpieces, and in her wedding bouquet and things, because she was a bird and pheasant hunter, and she wanted to incorporate some of the things she loves to do into her ceremony and into her wedding. So save someone's skin. This is one of those idioms or expressions that's been around since the 1500s. It can be to save someone's skin. It's related to the idiom and the expression, which we already talked about, save someone's bacon. And it can also refer to save someone's neck, save someone's hide. Basically, it's helping somebody out of a difficult, dangerous, or bad situation in some way, shape, or form. So how can we use our businesses? And does our business, ask ourselves today, what problem does our business solve for people? The bigger the problem we solve for people, the more people that will come to our business for solutions, provided they get a great customer experience with us. And the more we can charge for our products and services, because it relates to a bigger problem. The bigger the problem you solve, the more people will pay you, the more value it is to them to have that challenge, that problem, that situation taken care of for and with them. I think back to different industries I've been involved in. In different industries, different businesses, you can make different amounts of money in because of the size of the problem or challenge that you solve for people, or the benefits that you provide for them. Think of, I was in the Italian food manufacturing business for a long time. We made handmade Italian food for like 35 years. And the problem that solved is, what's for dinner? That's not a huge problem because people usually eat 3 or more times a day. And so what's for dinner is a problem that they're having to resolve all the time. But it's not a giant problem in the overall scheme of things. Versus we help people that were in distressed situations to handle their real estate situation, the real estate problem. If they were going into foreclosure, or they needed a short sale, or they needed a loan modification, we had businesses that helped to do that. Now, that solved a huge problem for people, right? And it impacted them for the rest of their life based on their credit, based on their ability to rent another place, based on their ability to have a place to live, to live in a place and have a place to live. So that was a big problem that we didn't actually charge people to solve that problem, but on the investment end, we did charge people because they could get a good investment, they could turn around and sell it, make a big profit margin, and that was helping people make a living, or helping people out of a really big problem is a much more lucrative business. And they were both really lucrative, but it's just an example of the size of the problem will determine how much you can charge for that. We were paid a lot more for real estate deals and real estate investing and real estate advice than we were for a package of ravioli, a package of handmade ravioli. I mean, one was under $10 and one was $10,000, right, or more. So, love to know today, have you ever saved someone's skin? Have you ever had your skin saved? I've had my bacon and my skin saved before, primarily by a couple of attorneys and by some mentors and coaches in terms of helping me to make sure that I didn't do the wrong thing or make a big mistake that I was considering making. I think the more we research and look into situations, and not that we get stuck in analysis paralysis, but that we actually do our homework before we make decisions and choices. We talked about that today in the annual challenge. We're talking about using something I call the urine analysis, which is a funny name, but it's a great way to compare non-like variables and things when we're making a decision and a choice. So I'd like to know, have you ever saved someone's bacon or someone's skin? I guarantee I've saved a few people's skin. I had an employee that ended up in jail that needed help. I've had people with lots of personal and health challenges that we've been able to help. And that's part of why we build and grow and have businesses, because I firmly believe that entrepreneurs and business owners are the only ones that contribute in a positive way to society and making the world a better place in terms of adding value and creating things. Politicians and the government likes to take credit for that, but they really don't create anything. They just use they're masters of using other people's money to give the illusion of creating things that add value to the world, but really it's just a matter of redistributing the wealth. That's kind of what it is. All right. I would love to know your experience with saving someone's skin. Share in the comments below, and I will, of course, see you tomorrow with another contribution-related idiom. Have an awesome day.